Alright guys, so it's been a bit of a tough couple of days for a variety of reasons, but I definitely got a major update for you guys. This is going to be kind of a rant style video. There's no real, nothing all that insane happened. I didn't go on any trips, no extravaganza, but this is kind of just an update of my life over the past couple of weeks. So I got back from Europe on March 23rd. I've been home since then, going about my usual routine, college during the week, home on the weekends. And I did a couple of things that were pretty cool, I will say. I attended a data center conference right when I got back. I attended a data center conference. So that was March 24th, 25th. I had to commute from school to the city for those 2 days. And all the while, I noticed this problem with my ear. I noticed the problem at first back in Italy. When I was in Italy, randomly I woke up in the morning and it felt like my ear wouldn't pop. That was the main thing that I felt. And this went on for a couple of days. Around the time of the conference, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I bought a couple of devices that were built to push air out of your ear, which already looking back sounds like a bad idea because, something might actually be wrong there. So I got these devices and I tried to get air to go up my nose through my ear. We're gonna get back to all this in a second. I got some stuff for you guys, but I do have some fantastic news. So shortly after the conference, which was a weird coincidence because the second that I took the time to put 2 days of my time towards finding a job for myself, literally the next day, so on Wednesday, I got an email that I was requested for an interview at Equinix. Equinix Data Centers, it's one of the top 10 biggest data centers systems in the US, and they have so many locations. They have a bunch in New York, New Jersey, California, Texas, etc. So I was very excited. I applied for this position back in February 18th, and I was just spam applying for a bunch of stuff all through February because it was like a boring month, and I was just spam applying to stuff and just waiting for a response. But I didn't know that I would actually get requested to come for an interview. So I was very excited right off the bat because I have a pretty good track record when it comes to interviews. I'm usually pretty damn good at them, if I do say so myself. So last Monday on the 31st, I did the virtual interview. I dressed up in my suit and tie for the third time that week, the first two being for the conference. I sat down, I did the interview. It was two guys that were interviewing me. One was the director of the program, and the other was more of a technical guy. And basically what the position is it's a data center development program. They throw you right in with all the rest of the new hires, and they put you through a rotation of all different stuff that you can be doing for a full-time job. Basically rotating you through the specialties that you can end up choosing in order to see where they would like you to be and also what you would like to do. So it's literally perfect for someone like me who is just starting out my full-time career. And I expressed my enthusiasm for the program. They asked me a bunch of questions. My resume seemed to be something that they were really interested in. Like the stuff on my resume, particularly my experience from August of 2023 or summer of 2023 was very much called into question, and they almost like kind of quizzed me on that, and I passed with flying colors. And a couple of days later, I was informed that I actually am selected for the program, which is obviously incredible. Super excited for that. It starts on the 28th. My last day of class is on May 5th. So, unfortunately, there is a bit of overlap there. I'm going to have to grind for those couple of days. But I did get selected for the program, and the way it works is it's for a 12-week interval of time, and then they see if they want to hire me back afterwards. But it looks like I'll be getting a pretty solid chunk of money at the end of that, so I'll be good at least for a while. Even if they don't hire me back, I can relax after that for like a couple of weeks and find something else, but I'm pretty sure they will hire me back, and then I'll have myself a full-time role. So that is an incredible piece of news. I found that out on April 3rd. That was on Thursday, I believe. They called me and they told me I got the job. So that is one awesome bit of news. Incredible. It's going to be basically my whole summer because it's from April 28th to July 18th. So actually I do have the second half of July and August off, which is perfect for me. That is exactly the time that I would want to have off. I'll probably do a bit of traveling or something at that point. But then I was hit with some bad news. So first of all, my grandfather passed away on my mom's side. And this wasn't like, it didn't come as a shock or anything because he was sick with so many different issues for so long. So him passing was expected at this point. He's been in a hospital since November. So it wasn't a shock, but still very, very sad. And so that happened. And then basically both my parents are out of town right now. My mom went to Wisconsin. My dad went to New Orleans to take my sister for a tour of her upcoming college. And then at the exact same time, I got hit with an ear infection. Seemingly can't catch a break. I'm starting to get really, really frustrated with all these health problems. Not sure why they keep coming about, but so I did start some antibiotics for that. And then literally on Fridays when I went to the doctor and they looked into my ear and they said it's very red and it looks like you have an ear infection. So I started the antibiotics on Friday, and then by Friday night I started feeling like absolute dog shit. Like the worst I felt in months, ever since chemo, literally. So I woke up on Saturday absolutely dying. I was literally in my bed with my sweatpants and sweatshirt on, just huddled up, like freezing cold with a fever, a headache, chills. It was atrocious. And on top of that, no one was home except me and my brother. My brother is a very active kid, and I had to drive him around the entire day while feeling like absolute hell. So, needless to say, that was an atrocious experience, but for whatever reason today, I feel pretty much completely fine, which is just the weirdest thing. I'm kind of back where I started, where I'm still having an ear problem, but now the rest of my symptoms went away. So, hopefully the antibiotics works quickly. I'd really hate for this to be another issue which I have to go to a bunch of doctors for. I really do not feel like doing that right now, and it's also not a good time because of the job coming up. I literally got to cram like 4 weeks of school into like 2.5 weeks, and I gotta like do all my finals on the fly and all this other stuff. I'm set to graduate on May 15th. Right now it's April 6th, so literally in a month and a week. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the horizon, exciting stuff, but we need to clear out this ear problem. I've dealt with a problem with this ear for a while. It's not always been an infection, but it's been like this tinnitus thing. I don't know exactly why, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll stop soon. On top of all that, what else was I gonna say? Oh yes. So I met Rami the Icon the other week, and a lot of you guys will probably hear from his video, but he actually included my entire conversation with him in the video. Huge shout out to him for that. He did not have to do that whatsoever. He could have just as easily not done that, but he decided to do that, which is amazing of him. Me and my sister and my dad all got featured in the video, which is just so cool. I've definitely been a fan of his for a while, and there's really not a bad word I can say about him. He's just such a humble guy, always seems to want the best for his supporters, and even when I met him, he treated everyone with the same respect as he always does on camera. It's always refreshing to meet someone that you've been watching for a while and see that they are bringing that same energy even when you see them. So, yeah, just wanted to share that as well. If you want to check out the video, it's literally his newest video, Rami the Icon. A lot of you guys, like I said, are probably already from there. But with all that being said, that's my update for now. I'll let you guys know if anything changes, but with all that, we're going to end it off here. Thanks for watching. Take care. More to come. I got a bunch of shoe videos coming up. My trainer was all set to bring me the shoes yesterday, but I was not in the best state, so next week should be better, and we'll be able to do all the videos then. So, thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you all soon. Peace.